When you become like an eagle like me, you will be back into the state of innocence. What is the state of innocence? You will be in this world. You will be looking at all the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes. You will be walking around people who do not know God. And all that they know is the lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh that is in the world and the pride of life. But you are unaffected by it because you are only focused in doing the Father's will. What is the Father's will? Is only your focus. And if that is only your focus right now, just like me, your innocence is back. When you make contact with my message, all of you who are not innocent, all human beings are not innocent. All of the fallen Adamic and Evenic race are not innocent. When you make contact with my ministry, whether personally or spiritually, if you will only follow me, you will be back into the state of innocence as Adam and Eve before the fall. That is where I am bringing you. Where is the state of innocence? You don't think evil of me anymore. You don't think negative of me anymore. You don't judge me according to your own human three-dimensional perspective anymore. You look at me as you look at yourself. You became spiritual. That's why you look at me spiritually. The way you look at me is the way you are. How many of you think I am the most spiritual person on earth? That is now who you are. How many percent do you trust me? Those who trusted me and believe in me until now, 100% raise your hands. That's how you are in the sight of the Father. How many of you trust me only 50%? Raise your hands. Don't be ashamed. If you trust me 50% only, that is who you are. You cannot trust yourself. Your trust is only 50% to yourself. And the 50% you cannot trust yourself. So, the ownership of you is 50% to God and 50% to the devil. That cannot be because there is no fellowship between light and darkness. Either God owns all of you or the devil owns all of you. There should be no partnership. If it is 50-50, there is partnership between God and the devil. 50% is mine, 50% is yours. Let us profit sharing. No profit sharing in the ownership of the universe and in humanity. Either the devil owns all of you, and then comes the true owner and claims ownership 100%, all of you, or none at all. That's why I'm here to claim you. Body, soul, and spirit. Obedient. Obedient only to the will of the Father. So if you are on that state already, that whatever the Son does, and you don't meddle with the Son, you don't think negatively and evilly of the Son, then you are already permitted to come and become like an eagle to soar into the 10th dimension of faith, which is the faith that God wants you to have. Noong ako'y naghirap sa Tamayong at wala nang katwiran pang ako'y manatili doon, my reason for the three-dimensional faith is like Job. Look at Job's wife. Before all the trials, She was praising God. She was with Job. They were a happy family. All blessings pouring out upon them. Then the test of their faith came. Problems after problems after problems arose. That is beyond your three-dimensional understanding of your life and relationship with God. This is not supposed to happen. We are serving God. Why would all of this happen? Why? When there are so many whys, then you have reached the limit of your faith. You are using your own human understanding. Why would all my cows be stolen? I have God. He did not protect me. Then another one came. All the sheep were stolen. Why would this happen? Three-dimensional understanding. And Job's wife began to lose faith. She began to murmur. She began to complain. Her faith is ebbing down. If you can measure faith in a bottle, before the trial, her faith was full. I would put it like a blue water so that we can see, because pure water you can see. I'll put it as a blue water. It's full before the trial, before the confusion, before the trial of her faith began. It was full. They were happy. They were clapping their hands because they understand everything. This is how I understand God. He will only bless me. He will only take care of me. He will only cure me when I am sick. He will only bless me. That is your understanding of God? Then wait. Because there will be a trial and test of your faith. Then the trial came. Lost all the property. The faith of Job's wife. You see the blue water coming down. Up to the neck na. It's not full anymore. But there is still faith. Maybe it's just a coincidence. It's just an accident that happens. But trial after trial came. They lost all the cows. They lost all the sheep. They lost all their property. The ebbing of the faith of Job's wife keeps coming down. Coming down until it's already half. Half is already doubts, complaints, confusion in the mind. Maybe going to Job. What's happening, Job? I don't understand this. I'm confused. What's happening? I thought you're serving God. Why is this happening to us? Why is God doing this to us? But she's still praying. Lord, please, what's happening? She's still praying. But then after that, came a storm and struck the house where his children were partying. And the house came down. All the children were dead. A servant came, Job, all of your children are dead. The blue water came not only 3/4 empty, it went down. Pero may natira pang maliit. There's 1/4 remaining. Maybe God will turn this around. Oh my God, what's happening, Job? Job, look at. Let us just leave God. The Satan is at work. So 3/4 now is doubts, and there's only 1/4 of faith left. The devil is winning in the life of the wife of Job. But let us look at Job's faith. The same battle, the same blue water of faith. Job's faith remains the same. Because his faith is not based on human understanding. It is not based on human perspective. He did not blame God. He did not look at God and said, I did not serve you for this. Why are you doing this to me? Why? I don't understand who you are right now. He don't call God anymore God. Hey man, who are you? I don't fear you anymore, man. Job's faith was unshakable. He still respect God, although everything was topsy-turvy, chaotic, and there is no more human reason for him to believe God. But still, the Word of God says, his word, his faith did not stagger a bit. It remains the same. Then the knockout punch came. Knockout punch of the devil. He kept on coming back to God. And God said, see, you are not winning against my servant Job. See, look, he still has his faith so full. He is my champion of faith. There is no circumstance there that would shake the faith of my servant Job. So God was bragging about him. And the devil keep on saying and accusing him, try me once more. Try him once more and he will leave you. And he will turn his back from you. Try him. And God said, okay, go. And I'll give the knockout punch. Once again, the devil came. And then, all of a sudden, Job did not only have dengue. He has boils from the top of his head to the sole of his feet. Big boils, big oozing boils all over his body. You know how to have boils? I once was a victim of boils right in my kilikili. Only one. And my stupid classmate told me, I can heal that because it's already ripe. The eye of the boil is about to come out. He said, once this is going to happen, then he said, the eye will come out and all of the pus will come out, then you will be healed. So I agreed. He got a Coca-Cola bottle, put the mouth right in the eye of the boil. He said, close your eyes, bite the towel, pack! I thought there was a massive earthquake that hit us. I doubled up in pain. I don't know what to do. The boil was still there. That's only one boil. Job is full of that. Not only one eye, but one boil can have 7 eyes. So painful. He cannot sit, he cannot kneel, he cannot squat, he cannot lie down. And he was smelling 1 kilometer away. Even his friends were already taunting him. Job, what happened to you? I thought you were serving God. Job only has one answer. God has taken away, God has given, and God has taken away. Praise be to his name. His blue water of faith remains the same. But what happens to the wife? Let us look at the battle of faith of the wife. The knockout punch came. The devil knew what he was doing in the wife of Job. Look at his water of faith. There is no more blue water. It's all empty now. No more faith whatsoever. He is now bankrupt of faith in God. You know, when you went bankrupt with God, you will not respect Him anymore. You will be like the devil. You will have no inch of respect of God. No more. Because your human understanding is depleted and you don't know what's going on and you lost your connection of faith with Him because of the circumstances. You remain in the three-dimensional understanding of your faith, of your understanding of who He is, then you lose. And the devil came to the woman inside. And the woman came to Job. The wife came to Job. No more faith whatsoever. No respect of God whatsoever. No ounce of respect left of God. And then there was a sneer on his face, on her face. Before she was oozing with light in her face in serving God. Her face was shining. She was singing. She was leading the devotional every morning. Now, all of that is gone. She is now dead in faith. And Satan, Lucifer, the devil's personality is in her. When she went to her husband Job with a sneer in her face, like this. She was beautiful, but now she's so ugly because the face of the devil is in her. What did she say to Job? Job, after all of this, you are still serving God? Look at what happened to us. And look at what happened to our children. And look what happened to you. You're smelling. You have boils all over. God has left you. It's Satan talking. And that is Satan's face in the woman. No more joy. No more peace there. She is now depleted of the blue water of faith. No more. Nothing. Nada. Zero. Zilch. If I were you, Job, her face changed from one ugly face to another. If I were you, Job, I would leave God and die. I would curse God and die. But look at Job. You're talking like a foolish woman. You can only accept good things and not bad things. When we serve God, we don't serve Him with conditions. We serve Him unconditionally. To live or to die, in sickness or in pain, in health or in sickness, in poverty or in wealth. You only want to accept good things from Him, not bad things. You're like a foolish woman. As for me, my faith remains the same. God has given and God has taken away. Blessed be the name of God. When you are full of faith, no matter in what circumstance you find yourself in, that innocent spirit of serving and only following the will of God remains the same. Remains the same.